Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hooba Dooba Show, where
What do we do in here? Bibbidi bobbidi boo show.
It's the Yellowbird Hotline, y'all. Where your favorite hot sauce.
Now.
No, we're gonna go with that one. The Hooba Dooba. It's the Yellowbird Hotline. Thanks for calling. Thanks for playing.
See y'all next time.
Hello and welcome to the Yellowbird Hotline, the podcast where your favorite hot sauce company answers questions from our customers that we're not qualified to answer. You can get your questions on the show by calling 855-700-BIRD. That's 855-700-BIRD. How's everybody doing today?
I didn't sleep very well last night, man. If I'm honest, I don't know what the deal is.
Sorry to hear that. Well, this episode will drop a little later. Ooh, listen to us talking about episodes dropping. Cool.
Sounds professional.
Yeah, we're super profesh, guys.
Mm-hmm.
This episode's gonna drop like later, but we're recording it the week after Thanksgiving. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Pandemic's Thanksgiving time.
I mean, I was thankful for other things this year than I normally would be.
Cool.
Like,
go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say like books and podcasts and TV shows, because I think if you surround yourself with enough media, it feels like you're spending time with people. So I like to just have music playing all the time. I like to have podcasts going all the time, because I don't want my thoughts of loneliness to creep in. So I would say had a great time with my entertainment.
Yeah, I have to second that. Podcasts have saved my life this year.
Mm-hmm.
Truly. You always can just put them in your ear and there's someone always talking at you.
Dude, having a 10-year-old kid in my house has saved my life because there's so much stuff he doesn't know. So I have like a built-in excuse to watch the Sister Act movies again. It's great. I have a built-in, yeah, you do. Because at this point, if I just came up and said, "Hey guys, I watched this movie last night. It's called Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit."
We'd all be cool with that. I think this group would be.
Yeah, you're right.
I wake up singing Sister Act 2.
I would love for this to turn into a Sister Act 2 based podcast. Yes. That's been my goal all along.
We're moving that direction.
But
no, it was awesome because now I can say, oh, I had to introduce my son to Sister Act. And then everybody goes, oh, totally. I don't have to worry about the embarrassment of saying, yo, I just really like Whoopi Goldberg a whole lot. And I wanted to watch Sister Act.
Wait, why is that embarrassing to you? I would watch Sister Act by myself.
I've watched different people many times by myself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would top to it.
The soundtrack, sang along and danced along,
She does it like it.
One of my favorite quotes is, if you want to wake up and be somebody. No. I screwed that up entirely.
Yeah, you did.
If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere,
better wake
up and pay attention.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
This is a singing podcast
all the
now.
desks at school, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's only going to go up from here.
To rewatch Sister Act 2, you don't.
Well, over the for the Thanksgiving, we got COVID swabbed and then went out and hung out with Aaron's parents for a couple of days, and I sat and watched probably 100 episodes of Bitchin' Rides with Aaron's dad. It's just one of those car shop shows, and I gotta say, I never sit around and watch those shows, but I love a car shop show where they're like, we're gonna build this 1917 T-Bird and put that's not a thing, I know.
Nope.
Cars invented.
No, I've never seen Bitchin' Rides, but is it one of those shows where it's kind of like super staged and it's a very, very clean, well lit shop? Or is it's like a reality shop?
No, it's not a reality shop. It's fairly staged.
Yeah.
And they don't show any of the times that any of the 20 times that they take the car apart and put it back together. They kind of just show like, hey, we're cutting this fiberglass and look, now we got a car. It's a whole beautiful car. They don't ever tell you how
Yeah.
much, they never tell you how much it costs to do all of that. How
many actual
times
man hours are involved?
how many
Yeah.
times they had to like return a part because it was like 1/8 of an inch too small or something. But
Yeah.
that was a good time.
My dad really likes that show as well. He always has it loaded on the DVR. You know, when I go to my parents' house, it's just a big series record. But, you know, if that doesn't satisfy, one of his other favorite things to put on the TV, I don't even know what channel it's on. I'll know when it's on because the volume will be kind of low. It's like a show where it's just cars at auction. And
Okay.
the cars just drive on to a little red carpet and there's an audience of people and people are just bidding. But if you ever want to get a nap in, just put that sucker on, lower the volume pretty low, and you can just be soothed by the sound of like an auctioneer very slowly telling you what a luxury
can't-
car is.
Well,
my thing is, I
that
can't.
whole thing too is like, the Barrett Jackson auction sounds kind of cool, like to be able to walk through. But yeah, I'm there with you. Like, I have no desire. I have no desire to watch somebody overpay for a car that they're not gonna drive. Like, 0 mileage cars hurt my heart. Right? That's like someone
Yeah,
saying, "Oh, hey, I've got this 3-year-old bottle of Yellowbird unopened on the shelf. Why'd you buy it then?" Like, use it. It's, you know, it's designed to be used.
Squeeze
Well,
it.
I cannot take a nap if the TV's on. Like, it doesn't matter. I have a problem where like it doesn't matter what's on TV. If the TV is on, I'm invested in it. I'm interested in it. Like as soon as that dumb show starts and they're bidding on cars, I would be like trying to fall asleep, and then I'd be like, well, wait a second, let's see if Mackenzie's gonna get this one. I'm really invested now. Come on.
My favorite was the one
Wow.
where they were talking about the Bricklin, that like horribly built car with the wing doors that like you drive at 15 miles and it's broken down immediately, and it's
Love
really
it.
hard to fix. You remember that one? Yeah, that was a good one.
No, I
There
kind
I
aren't
was
many
like,
of them
I'm ready to
left,
put-
so they're super rare, so they're super valuable now.
That's exactly
Yeah.
why the guy wanted to fix it. He was like, "This is a weird car. It's really poorly
Hey
built.
Daniel,
But
they got a
$50,000
real high differentiation score. That's what that is.
of course."
You know what? I'm gonna talk to you next week and
weirder
tell you how I feel about that.
He can't sleep.
We also
Yeah.
there was a James Bond marathon going on where it was just like the one James Bond movie would end, and then before commercials would start, they would start another James Bond movie. That's how they get you on these like marathons, like the Thanksgiving, like whatever marathons.
They do the picture in picture. So
Yeah,
when they're
they
rolling
do.
the credits,
There's no
they show you an ad while they're rolling the credits. You're like, oh, okay, so I'm still doing both. I'm still engaged.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the next one.
yeah, they just start in with the first scene.
Sucked you in. They have all your attention now.
And we don't have to talk about who the best James Bond was. I don't know if this is the podcast for that. But we are going to get to our customer question today, and it is James Bond adjacent, or I mean James Bond related. So I mean, what are we, like 70 minutes in now? We can go ahead and let's go ahead and go to the phones. Let's go to the phones, you guys. We're gonna get our customer question.
Dust off that phone.
Dust off the old tape recorder.
The old answering machine. That's
Here we
right.
go. Here we go.
Hi, this is Joseph from Nashville. This question is for everyone. If you were a Bond girl, where would you want your scene to be? On the beach, in the sheets, at a bar, in the streets?
Okay. Thanks, Joseph, for calling in. So what
In
were
a bank vault on the San Andreas fault.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
In a
I gotta-
box with a fox.
It did kind of sound like he was trying to make a Dr. Seuss book.
That was some
Yeah.
art right there.
In a bar on the okay, here are the options that we got. So if you're going to be a Bond girl, you get to have your scene on the beach, in the sheets, in a bar, or on the streets. It's all about the intonation there. So
Yeah.
let's start with Daniel, because Daniel, I want to know what kind of Bond girl you would be.
Mm.
First of all, I would be the brainy Bond girl. I think
Okay.
there's the coquettish Bond girl. There's like the sex kitten Bond girl. But I would definitely be like the model turned PhD
Okay.
type Bond girl. I would definitely be like the geologist Bond girl who gave up her acting career to go back to grad school.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
So as such, I'd be kind of outdoorsy. I like to
Mhm.
believe. So knowing that about myself,
Yeah.
I'd have to be in the streets, I suppose, either on the beach or in the streets.
Well, you got to pick one. You got to pick one.
Okay, tell you what. I'm not gonna be a geologist. I'm gonna be a paleontologist, and it's gonna
Okay.
be on the beach.
All right. That's
Excellent.
That's a good spot.
There
What would
we
the
go.
scene? I mean, what would the scene be? He didn't ask that, but bonus question.
Well, obviously, I would have seen too much, right? Because I'm just trying
Okay.
to mind my own sexy business, trying to find some dinosaur bones.
Yeah,
You
on the
know,
beach.
on the
Best place for dinosaur bones. As we
Obviously,
all know.
I'm out there. I have just as little clothing as possible because
Mhm.
A, for science, and B, for
Suntan, yeah.
for heat
Maximum
management.
vitamin D absorption.
I'm gonna guess that you've got on like a skimpy bikini, but you also are wearing like a real smart kind of button-up shirt like over it.
But yeah,
So
And
we
it's
see
glasses.
tied. It's
yeah,
tied at the
and
navel.
glasses. Yes, it's great. And glasses. So that we see all aspects of your personality just with your costume choice.
Yeah. But what's going to happen is as I'm very gingerly and scientifically looking for, these paleontological treasures, I'm
Mm.
also going to happen upon a very, very rare mineral deposit that my boss, who I thought was cool, who was
Yeah.
actually working for the bad guys, is going to then wave me off of and try to kill me. And I would have been killed were it not for the dashing James Bond who came
Yes.
in
That's
and
good.
swept me off my feet.
Yep. Good.
Or did you
Duh.
sleep?
All right. On the beach.
Obviously, the
Daniel's
beach.
on the beach, Bond girl. Aaron, where's your scene gonna be?
I'm gonna go for the beach. I'm gonna be a marine biologist on the
Okay.
beach. Super smart. Also super smart. Also model turned, geeky marine biologist that just knows way too much for her own good.
I
But
feel like Joseph also left out because if you're gonna be a marine biologist, there's a lot of Bond girl scenes that happen on a boat.
Right, or a submarine.
Yeah, like there's not there wasn't like an aquatic option here except for the beach. But
yeah, well, by boat you mean like
Maybe
Yeah.
you're introduced on the beach, but then, that's really your signature slow motion walk. But from there, you could jump on a boat. You could, swim out to a private island that's owned by a, evil mastermind. Who knows?
surrounded by a moat.
Yes, full of remote controlled sharks.
oh, there's another good set of options. In a
Oh,
boat? On a
Now-
boat?
Power scene.
Now, Aaron, if you're marine biologizing on the beach, what's your scene? How do you and James meet?
Yeah, I mean, I'm researching a chemical spill that has affected all of the plant life in the area, and it's actually part of a master scheme by the evil guy that's trying to take over the entire world. So I don't know this yet.
Yep.
I
I'm
know
learning.
we're all saying the bad guy. Can we just go ahead and just say the Russians, right? That's what we're all thinking it.
That's right. Yeah,
I mean, that don't blame us, blame the writing style.
that's right. Yeah, blame the Cold War.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
that's
so
good.
so you're on the beach.
I also can I just throw in there that I also have gills?
No.
No, hang on.
The Waterworld James Bond.
I think
Were
we're
these
They're right
like,
behind my ears.
were you like actively like genetically altered by the Russians to have these gills?
Yes.
Or are the
Yes.
Russians coming after you because you're a mutant that just has those gills?
I got away, and they have been trying to find me, and they can't find me. And so I'm on a remote island, studying this island. I know I have gills, and I know what I can do.
Okay,
I'm
this
using
is
my power.
And now James Bond knows because he just saved you. Because even though you're pretty badass, you can escape from the Russians.
He
You can
doesn't
swim-
learn.
You can breathe
about
underwater.
this. He doesn't learn about this until we get into the sheets.
Because
wait, whoa.
you're wearing a wetsuit.
Hang on, there's sheets
obviously,
on the
that
beach.
hides your gills. Beach sheets.
Right, you can't okay, you can't take two of them. And I do
Why not?
I think that a Bond girl with gills is maybe a little bit off the reservation, but well, I mean
Bond
we can
gill.
allow it, I guess. We're talking about like an X-Men movie now.
So much science into Bond movies. Come on.
I watched a Bond movie where like the bad guy had diamonds embedded in his face
See?
from an explosion gone wrong.
No, I'll let you have it, but you can't
Yeah.
have two
I
scenes.
have
You
gills.
get to have the beach or the sheets. So pick one.
The beach and the gills. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I also should clarify that my beach scene will be on the dunes.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, well
okay,
that's the I mean, I think we all know that if you're on the beach looking for dinosaur bones, that's where you go.
Yeah, well, I don't want
As
people to
you
get confused
do.
and think I'm like an under the boardwalk kind of Bond girl.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
To the boardwalk.
Kelsey, what you got?
Yeah, Kelsey.
You
Bond girl
know,
scene?
I think I'm gonna go just because I haven't seen it and I'd like to combine, like I'm always looking at it from a marketing standpoint. So I think I'm gonna have to go in a bar and I'm just like a surly Boston bartender, and I was
Who
smart,
gave
right?
up her modeling career?
Yeah.
Right. I gave up my modeling career to pursue my PhD in art history. And, by expanding my worldview, I ended up having to, take out some loans. So I'm working at a bar that's next door to a very important museum. So, while I'm serving these customers, taking no lip from anybody, kind of a Coyote Ugly sort of vibe, but we can't say it because that's too
Right.
American.
Yep.
This is a British franchise. So, for some reason we're in Boston. I don't know why, but it works. And I have a Boston accent and,
Can we get a preview? Can we get like a preview of that?
no, I like to save that
Okay.
for my audition.
Excuse me, bartender. I would like one beer and a bowl of chowder, please.
But dark and stormy.
Could you please repeat my order back to me?
a beer and a chowder.
Oh, yeah, you got the part. You got it. You
Yep,
got that part.
you're hired. I just like the fact that your Coyote Ugly serves chowder, first of all, and it shares a wall with some museum.
Hey, we
Right,
didn't-
but there's a trap door, and
But-
I'm wearing a cool apron,
Yeah.
so it's functional, but also, the apron strings are kind of thin, so it's like a halter top vibe.
Okay.
I
Is there
really
like a
see
secret
this.
lab under the bar that you?
Yeah, there's a trap door. You have to like hit the bar a certain way. A cup goes up, you catch it. It's there's a lot happening.
Laboratory is
Mhm.
underneath.
And I think I know James Bond orders like something shaken, not stirred, and obviously there's like a code word.
Something
involved
shaking
there.
this?
Well, I'm
Okay.
thinking if we expand it
Yeah.
in Boston, like, I don't know if he's adapting.
You say one
Nice.
cosmopolitan shaking not stirred. Is that right? Is that how it goes?
That's how it goes.
Do I have the part now too?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we are both going to get cast in this scene, obviously.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, call me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we can get like maybe some Wahlberg money behind it. Like we'll do one really subtle Wahlburgers, billboard in the back,
Maybe
gotta
that
pay for the
maybe
marketing.
the way that that the intro happens is that James walks in and orders a martini shaken not stirred, and you're like, nobody's ever ordered that in this Boston bar.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
how that's when the sparks fly.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
he's different.
Eyes are just like.
Oh, I'm just so excited because that's pretty easy to make. It's not like a flaming Dr. Pepper shot that I have to get the torch and drop it in there. So I'm
But
just
maybe the shaker is you don't do any drinks that are shaken because it's a pretty straightforward bar, and the shaker when you lift it up is what opens the secret layer.
This is what I'm
Ooh.
saying. I think there's a lot of, if you're going to welcome James Bond to America, why not the most, overdone American city movie plot ever? So
Love it. So
coming summer 2024.
in a bar, you've
Mhm.
said.
George, what you got?
So I think that categorically it would be a bar, but I would want to be a boat casino Bond girl. or like
Oh,
a you know
Yeah.
like a elite European
Underground,
casino. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you're a Monte Carlo gal.
Yeah,
got
I'm
it.
absolutely a Monte Carlo, like sequin dress, you know, like a gold sequin dress hanging on the arm of, you know,
The Russian.
the Russian. but
The
but
oligarch.
then, you know, but then during a game of a high stakes game of craps, you know, James is really throwing it down with those dice, and there's, you know, some coy looks that happen over the table, and
Mm.
and then I want to get one of those martinis too, because it.
Yeah. Now, would you be the Monte Carlo gal in her long sequin dress who then also is a kung fu master, or would you
No,
be?
no, no. You know,
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm gonna go like straightforward Bond girl. Like I'm not gonna be one of these Bond girls who has other qualities and is in the rest of the movie. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
You're just hot.
I'm just hot. Yeah, and I'm hot,
Good for
and
you.
I'm there, and also like I don't think that I think that Bond turns me for a little while, you know, but then I end up getting killed by, you know, like the bad guy.
Oh,
And
there he is.
so somewhere in the
Does
next,
Bond
like,
hold you in his arms as you're dying?
yeah, for
Your
sure
last
he
breath?
does.
And do you have something very important that you give to him as you're
It's
dying?
Yeah, it's
it's
a
just
poker chip.
no, it's just information. It's just
Oh,
information. Like
on
you
a
know, like
poker chip.
on a poker chip. Well, I
In
mean,
a
like
martini glass.
Well, I think that's powerful though too. I think that's
yeah.
really powerful because you also have the opportunity there to be a flashback girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to be a flashback girl.
Or
So yeah.
Strong
faking
flash.
your own death because you're actually evil. You could be faking your own death.
Oh, I could be.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a
Let's do
good.
that.
That's good. That's good as well. Yeah. So like I die in his arms because there's like a security door that's shutting, and he like rolls us under at the last minute, and then you hear a shot, and then he looks down. You don't, and then he looks down, and like my sequin dress is covered in blood now. It can't be a red sequin dress. I've just decided it's got to be like silver so that you can see the blood on it.
Yeah.
And
It's
but then
important to put that in the script. Yeah.
Yeah.
but then like later in the movie, I show up again, right?
In a red
Ooh.
sequin dress this
Yes.
time.
Maybe in a black sequin dress to indicate how evil I am.
Yeah.
People don't know unless you give it to them color wise.
So I gotta tell
maybe
ya-
this is when we realize that I'm also like a Krav Maga master or something like that.
I'm saying somebody's got to
Mm.
be, because I love all these answers. By the way, I want this to be every podcast, but Kelsey, I got to tell you, I was really thinking you were going to be an in the streets gal because I was hoping that you were going to be an X model turned MotoGP motorcycle racer.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And that's where I thought you were going to be. I thought you were going to be like, you know, the chase scene.
Yeah, they
I
have a
would-
big motorcycle scene, and she gets off her motorcycle
Yeah.
and takes off her helmet, and that's when you realize it's a babe. You thought it was a dude the whole time,
The
but you were the
whole
one
time.
being
Yeah.
sexist. You audience
Yeah.
members should feel bad about yourself for being so sexist.
I
do.
that really gives me like I love a good hair cascading moment. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that for sure. That's a
And
good
you've got-
intro too.
You've got great hair that would like cascade out of a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
Thank
think.
you. I think I haven't been able to get a haircut this year, so
Yeah.
really it's adding to my character. But I do think like, you know, I think eventually all of our characters have the potential to be in the sheets. But
Well, I
I
was
did
going to
think it
say
would
that's a
be-
foregone
yeah.
conclusion, I think.
I think it'd be interesting, and you know, I haven't seen every Bond movie. Sorry, Dad. But I do think it'd be interesting if a Bond girl ended up in the sheets and then somehow physically used the sheet to like she's turned on Bond and she's gonna like maneuver a
yeah.
strangulation device of some sort. But he's
Like
gonna
a
obviously
Jason
get out of it.
Statham style fight.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a
Yeah.
weakened place. You're
Mhm.
relaxed. You've got to take
Mhm.
advantage of that as the Bond girl.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. When the chest hair is out, you strike.
That's what they say.
That's my
They put
motto.
that on a pillow.
All right.
Also, why was Jason Statham never James Bond?
He's still young enough. He could do it.
Well, don't you
I think
have to
so.
be British? Is he British?
Yeah, he's British.
Yeah.
Is he like British?
Yeah, he's
on, like,
British.
Enough?
Dude, he was on like the national, like the national British diving team.
Are we still on the Bond Gill conversation, or do we want to talk about potentially who should be the next James Bond.
Jason Statham.
Didn't they already? Well, I would love Jason Statham to be the next James Bond. I feel like Idris Elba would be a really good
Idris
James
Elba
Bond
would be
too.
an awesome
Oh
James
yeah.
Bond.
He's
Yeah.
so good. I would love that. Love that.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna change it over to Idris Elba. It's got to be him. Sorry, Jason Statham.
I feel like they've teased us. Yeah.
I love that they've got Ray Fiennes now like really solidified as M.
Mhm.
You know, I think that's really fantastic. So like he's going to be in that role for a while, and with Daniel Craig rolling off, I think, gosh, who else? Because like it couldn't be any of like it couldn't be like Eddie Redmayne, right?
Oh, guys, wait! I just looked it up. I just
No.
looked up who the next confirmed 007 is.
Who it is?
Lashana Lynch.
I don't who
That sounds
That's
like
not-
not a man's name.
Yeah,
that's not Tom Brady.
It's not a man.
Not a man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I heard this too. They're gonna make the next Bond a woman. That's
Really?
Yeah, a woman and a person of color. Hell
Oh,
yeah,
she's the-
2020.
Is
Getting
she
it.
the lady who played Money Punny in the movie, like where she shot James Bond?
You say money punny?
Many pennies. Lots
Many pennies.
You're talking about-
many
talking about money?
Matilda.
It was in No Time to Die.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could really see Tom Hardy, but I will really take anybody. I think mix it up.
I was
Tom
gonna
Hardy would be
say
good.
Tom Hardy. Cool. Yeah, that would be good. That would be a good one.
Well, now I had not seen the thing about Lashana Lynch until I looked it up just now. But now I'm
know.
excited about that now.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
So she's
Well, I mean,
she's the ultimate Bond girl, right?
she is.
Because
I
she
mean-
is Bond.
Well,
I guess she's
And a
just gonna
girl.
be. I guess she's just gonna be 007. Like I don't know if they're gonna make her like Jane Bond or something.
Oh no.
I think she's probably just gonna be like 007.
Right.
They'll probably do like a funny scene where they ask for her name and it's like anticlimactic because you're expecting.
It's like Matilda.
Yeah.
And now I got you guys have all Googled this and I haven't yet. I gotta look at this.
Yeah, Googling. And everybody who's listening to this episode, go Google. Go Google Lashana Lynch.
Pull over.
Pull over.
pull over.
Park
Stop
your
what you're doing. Look up Lashana Lynch. Next Bond.
Yeah.
007.
But I mean, who knows when that's gonna come out? Ugh.
Yeah, who knows?
I miss movies.
2021. No Time to Die.
Ain't nobody
That
got
was supposed
time for
to-
that.
Ain't nobody got it should have been called Ain't Nobody Got Time to Die.
Ain't nobody got time to die. Ain't nobody got time to die.
And
Yeah.
Georgie should have done the theme song for it.
Dang it. A lot of missed
Following in the
opportunities.
footsteps of Adele. And
A lot of missed
know.
opportunity. Well, I think that now maybe the Bond theme song has to be sung by a guy. Are we gonna gender switch
Is
all
the
the
guy gonna be the silhouette in the
Oh
intro?
yes, I would love that.
yes.
I would love if the whole movie was just like completely objectifying men as sex objects.
Yes. I would love for her to have like a hot Bond guy,
Just a bunch of hot Bond guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or no, I mean,
It's
there's no.
it's like that episode in Star Trek whenever they go to that world that's dominated by women. That was a good one.
But I mean, there's no. There's no reason that she's got to be like cisgendered or like heterosexual or anything. Like you could make it just Bond people, right? Now we've gone off the reservation. I think that's our time for the day, guys. I think we really covered a lot of ground here. We talked about Thanksgiving a little bit. We talked about Bond girls. We all got a scene, and we're all casting the next movie. Lashana, give us a call. I know you're not the casting director. I don't know how that works.
You can pull some strings. I'm sure she's got some suction.
Well, that's where
What?
we're gonna end it. I think.
Some pull.
Yeah,
right?
sure,
Oh,
sure,
That's
sure,
the
sure.
quote.
Till next time, everybody be spicy out there. Make sure to hug your dogs and cats, and we love you. Bye bye.